It's always been my experience that people that are interested in me tend to become very heavily interested in me. You could even go on the essence of they are obsessed with me. And the reason why this is the case is because I've always had the concept that I have a lot going for me. Before I ever kind of start talking to someone or interacting with someone in any kind of way, I've always kind of looked at it like, why wouldn't they be obsessed with me? Or why wouldn't they have a severe interest in me? And things like that. This sort of started from when I was in my teen years, because I went independent very early. I went into foster care, then when I left foster care at 16, I went into independent living. Due to this, I was one of the very few guys in my area that was living independently at 16 years old, which kind of gave me an edge up. And I was kind of looking at it like, this is cool, you know, I'm a grown up and blah, 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 blah. I was also tattooed very early as well, getting tattoos at 16. So I was looked at it like, I'm tattooed, have my own place, and I'm only 16 years old. Of course people are going to be interested in me. And this kind of led me into having this concept of myself that led out to other people being obsessed with me. Now at the time, I didn't really realize this was what was playing out. I kind of just believed it, and I thought I believed it because I was seeing it. But now that I'm involved in the law, I realize I was seeing it because I believed it. So what I want to do in this video is help you get to a position where your specific person is obsessed with you so that you can have them in the most amazing way possible. Now the reason why I've said obsessed with quotations is because I have experienced both sides of obsession. The actually genuinely scary / dangerous version of obsession and the version of obsession that we all actually want, which is our person being head over heels in love with us, a lovely relationship where you just know there's that tight-knit bond and they're not going anywhere. So when I say obsessed with the quotations, I'm referring to it as that healthy shit. Because you, trust me, you do not want the dangerous, scary stuff. I've had to experience it a couple of times in my life, and honestly, I never want to experience it again because it's genuinely awful. So whenever I refer to obsession in this, I'm talking the more healthy sense. I'm just using the terminology that you guys quite often will refer to yourselves. I want them obsessed with me. I love that they're obsessed with me, and things like that. So the first step to getting anyone obsessed with you, and this is also going off of my own experiences that I mentioned a second ago, is to become obsessed with yourself. One of the best ways to experience anything in your life is to assume that you would because of who you are. Why wouldn't this person be obsessed with me? I'm fucking incredible. Why wouldn't they want me? Look at what I have going for me. I'm amazing, so of course they're going to want me. The more that you can fall in love with yourself, the more that you're going to allow for other people to fall in love with you and be obsessed with you too. The reason being, everyone is you pushed out, and what you assume to be true will be your experience. Now, if you're looking at yourself like, I'm fucking amazing, why wouldn't they want me? Or like, you know, everyone's going to desire me. You walk into a club or a bar or whatever and you just like, I am the best person here. Your subconscious mind is going to be taking that information in. I'm the best person here. Why wouldn't they want me? I'm incredible. Look at this. And push it out for you to experience in the form of other people showing up to prove those thoughts to you. Because remember, all your subconscious mind is essentially doing is taking in what you are assuming to be true or claiming to be true, and then pushing out an experience to prove those stories true. So if you're sitting there like, I'm amazing, why wouldn't they want me? Or I'm amazing, of course they're going to be head over heels in love with me. They're obsessed with me. They cannot imagine a life without me, and things like that. Then your subconscious mind is taking that in and going, oh, okay, so they couldn't imagine a life without you. They're obsessed with you. Of course, they're head over heels in love with you, blah, 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 blah. And pushes out experiences where they can show up, proving to you that is the case. Very similar to my story at the beginning of this video. I wasn't consciously manifesting this because I didn't know manifestation existed back then. All I had was this concept of myself being, you know, top dog essentially, you know, that sort of teenage arrogance, tattoos, living on my own, blah, blah, blah. And I was getting that kind of treatment. I don't think I received a rejection from anyone for about 4 straight years because of the story that I had going on up here. So if you want your person or people or whoever to be obsessed with you, start by being obsessed with yourself. Fall in love with yourself. Now, I don't care how egoic that may sound. I don't care if you're sitting there thinking, oh, but people that are obsessed with themselves tend to be dickheads. If you want the best in life, you better start being obsessed with yourself. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to go out and walk up to random people and say, by the way, I'm better than you. But maybe just think it up here every now and then. It's not going to hurt anyone because it's just up here. And all it's going to do is just create instances where you're getting the absolute best from other people. And it also will probably play into other areas of your life as well. If you're thinking of yourself as amazing, incredible, you're in love with yourself, you're obsessed with yourself and all those kinds of things, this will show up for you in ways of managers treating you better, friends treating you better, money flowing in, your specific person being obsessed with you, and tons of other places. That's why I've actually put this first, because A, is the way that you can get people being obsessed with you unconsciously or sort of more fluently, but it also affects other areas in your life. Now, the second way that you can get your specific person obsessed with you, or let me change that you will get your specific person obsessed with you, because I'm assuming you're going to take on what I'm talking about here, is to actually outright affirm it to be true. Like I said, your subconscious mind takes in the stories that you're claiming to be true and pushes them out for you to experience, to prove its truth. Now, what I've just spoken about just then was you looking at it more from a perspective of yourself. I'm amazing, so of course they're going to want to be with me, or they're obsessed with me. Why wouldn't they be obsessed with me? Look how incredible I am, and falling in love with you. This side of it is making it so that they're falling in love with you by assuming they already are. And what I mean by that is, if you want to go the affirmations route, specific person is healthily obsessed with me. Specific person absolutely adores spending time with me. Specific person is head over heels in love with me. Specific person knows my value and will do anything to be with me. Things like that. I've just said specific person because obviously you'll have your own people, but I do recommend using their name specifically. But what this is doing is it's changing what you perceive to be true about their side of things, making it so that your subconscious mind takes this in and pushes it out for you to experience in the form of then showing up to you in that way to prove its truth. Because remember, all your subconscious mind is doing is proving to you the stories that you are showing it to be truth by bringing it into your reality. So if you're looking at them and if right now you're thinking maybe they're too stubborn or they're sort of way up here on the pedestal or things like that, things that don't really reflect the idea that they're showing up for you in an obsessed, healthily attached way, shift that. Of course they're head over heels in love with me. Why wouldn't they be? I suppose that's the self-concept way, but that also does reflect in this way as well. Specific person is head over heels in love with me. Specific person is healthily attached to me. Specific person knows my value and will do anything to be with me. Specific person provides me the best in life because they're just so deeply in love with me. Things like that. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning, I do advise going the healthily attached way, just purely because from my own experience, when someone is negatively attached, it's not actually a nice experience. I know right now while trying to manifest them, you may think it is, but trust me, if you kind of tip the balance and get them to a genuinely obsessed / crazy, it can actually be quite a scary position to be in. So I'm talking about this with keeping your best interests and your safety in mind. Please go the healthy, obsessed and attached way, which is head over heels in love, absolutely adores being with you, healthy dynamic, because that's what you deep down want. I know the idea of them blowing up your phone constantly and sending triple, quadruple, quintuple, sextuple texts over and over and over again may sound nice while you're in lack of having them, but once you go into that kind of environment, it does become quite scary, quite dangerous quite quickly. So please keep your safety in mind, please keep your health and everything in mind and go the healthy attached way like I sort of referenced it in the rest of this video. And by doing these two things that I've mentioned, the falling in love with yourself and affirming that they are falling in love with you in that way, your specific person, because they are merely just playing a script that your subconscious mind provides them, will show up for you in an attached, obsessed, healthy way. They're going to show up giving you all the attention that you want, showing up for you in the most adoring way, being there for you, supporting you, providing you the kind of relationship and fulfillment that you want, and it fucking feels amazing, because that's the kind of relationship that I have with Katie right now. Funny little story, literally today, we were talking, because obviously we've just had a baby, about how we're probably not going to be able to go on a plane for quite a while, because A, travelling with a baby isn't too fun, and B, we just kind of want to make sure that she grows healthy and yada 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 before we take her into a different country, so to speak. And I sort of made the sort of joke-esque kind of thing about if we split and we went 50-50 custody, then she could go away for a week, I could go away for a week, and then we can come back together and live like normal. Obviously just a joke, but that then led her to say that, you know, waiting 5 years isn't that bad sort of thing for us to go away. And then I asked her a question just out of genuine curiosity. Would you rather go away now and like do the fake split up thing and go away now for a week, or actually wait the 5 years but stay together? And she said that she would rather wait the 5 years. No matter where she got to go now, if we did the fake scenario, she would rather wait 5 years to be able to travel again but stay with me. That's the kind of healthy obsession attachment that I'm referring to, where the person has such adoration and love for you that they would be with you and do anything to be with you. But additionally, because you're working on yourself, you are also providing a healthy dynamic for them. Because the last thing that I want is you creating a negative obsession going against your safety, but also creating someone to be obsessed with you, but then you're treating them really badly in response because you haven't fallen in love with yourself and worked on yourself as well. So this video is attacking it from two different angles. It's making you the best version, which is going to bring the best version of them, and it's making them show up in the best version of you so that you can have them showing up in the best version for you. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I really hope you make good use of it, and I really do hope you listen to my cautionary tale. I suppose I didn't really give you a tale, but trust me, it's not something that I want to reaffirm because I'm glad that it's finally gone out of my life and I'm never going to go into that kind of environment again. But I really hope you do take my warning on board. If you do need any one-to-one help to help you get your specific person healthily attached to you, down below in the comment section and the description is the links to my link tree, where you can find the links to my website where I offer my coaching solutions. So grab those while you can. Also in that same link tree is the link to my membership, where I offer tons of amazing things such as exclusive videos that aren't on YouTube, free worksheets, free routines, and most importantly, the full Manifest Your Ex-Back guide, which is an hour and 40-minute long video packed full of all the information that you will need to manifest your ex back, or a new person, because it is transferable. So check those things out when you're ready, and I will catch you amazing people in the next one. Bye bye.